Hello there! Welcome to this video. I am Nikki. I work as an artist and this is going to be a half-monthly art vlog. Let's get to it! Originally, this was supposed to be an art vlog for the whole of April, but as it turns out, we got some mold problems in our apartment, so we needed to move out for a bit and my work just got paused. So this is around 2.5 weeks in my April and I thought, why not just post it now? I had a very beautiful month. The sun finally came out for a little bit, which was just so nice. I got so much inspiration coming from it and I had quite a lot of projects to work on. I had a little art fair and I just felt so inspired and just ready to work and ready to go into it. I must say it wasn't the best month financially, but I think it's okay that sometimes I just have this month when I mainly just create and work on my projects and get all the inspiration I can get, because sometimes I have a whole month where I just work on marketing and business side of everything and I don't really even have time to create art. I have been working on some rather complicated projects and complicated paintings, so I decided to just have a little laid-back painting session for a little bit, just to gain back my confidence and this vibe that it doesn't really matter. Just be bold and be brave and do whatever you feel like, because sometimes I get so stuck in a giant painting and I really want it to look exactly like the one in my head, and in those times it really helps to just sit down and do something very simple that brings me a lot of joy. There is so many times when I feel like I need to be productive and I just need to stay home and work and I'm wasting time if I'm outside. But then every time when I go and have a nice walk or a hike or a little holiday, it brings me so much inspiration. It's such a big and essential part of me being an artist, to go and explore and see the world. Hello friends, I am sick. I have been sick for the past couple of days and I reached a point where I am so bored and I don't want to sleep anymore, but I absolutely have nothing going in here. I don't think I can muster any creative thoughts right now, so I thought that it's the perfect time to try out the paint by numbers that I got from Crafties. Now, I thought it's a good idea because I don't think I could have the brain power to come up with anything on my own, and I don't have enough energy to do any of my tasks. So I wanted to do something that's relaxing, calming, easygoing and satisfying, because I'm hoping that I'm going to have a sense of accomplishment at the end of this. Also, I haven't done a paint by number since I was like 7, 8, but I always looked at the adult versions and then I thought it's super cool, so I'm very excited that Crafties sent this to me. So let's just go for it and we'll see if I can prevail, survive, stay up, really. Yeah. I got very excited when Crafties contacted me. I immediately knew that I wanted to pick a painting that has a lot of tiny numbered areas in it. Like, let's just go for the hard ones. And probably you recognize this is the luncheon of the boating party. I love the colors in it. The whole composition is just, it's amazing. It was exactly what I needed during my sickness. I really love the concept that you don't need to really think about it. You just keep filling and keep filling. And it definitely doesn't work if you are in a rushy mood or if you're impatient. But for me, it was just so nice because I could not have done anything else at all in the whole world, but I still felt somewhat useful doing this. So thanks, crafties. It did take me a really long time. I thought it's going to be a quick 1 or 2 days project, but it took me several days. Probably because I was still pretty sick, so I just gave it up after a couple of hours, but it did take me much longer than I thought, which is also nice because if you invest in a piece like this, it's gonna last you for a while. So let's have some review points on this paint by number. First of all, I really like the way it's made. It is a pretty foolproof concept. If you're not so punctual, me neither, and I decided not to go super punctually for the lines, and it still turned out super nice. The paint is really cool. There's actually a lot of it. In the beginning I was a bit worried that that's such a giant canvas for tiny amounts of paint, but I have a lot of leftovers. I was actually really afraid that in the process I'm gonna lose one of these tiny little paints, but thankfully I managed to keep them all until I finished the painting. The only thing I didn't really love is the brushes. They are very lightweight and I like to have the weight of a brush in my hand, so I actually switched them out in the middle of painting because I kept getting a bit annoyed. Still totally workable with those brushes. It was just a personal preference, I think. I really like the process, and I recommend to have this also if you just want to have a fun activity with your partner or family member. An easier version of this would be such a cool idea to do that with also your grandparents, you know, or anyone, your children. So if you feel like you want to have one, I actually have a promo code for you with Nicolette20. You can get 20% off. I'm also going to put a link under. They actually have a lot of different options, so I think it's such a cool idea. So I actually missed some spots here. I think 3 of them that I noticed later. Let me know if you can catch those spots. My dear mother ordered me some beautiful pastries, and definitely that helped me get healthy again. So I just hit the shop and I bought some paint for my new favorite painting. I'm going to make a new video about it. And I also picked up these socks on the way that actually say the date. And I already have socks like that, and I really love it that you don't need to spend time choosing something in the morning. You know, it just simplifies life a bit. I also had some exciting things to do on the laptop. I'm going to have a tiny little article about me in a newspaper, and so I needed to answer some questions for that.
Nice. Winter, and some of them as heat resistant.
I was invited to a tiny art fair, and I thought I can make some tiny notebooks for that. I actually made a book very similar to this, but with my name bound in the spine in one of my previous videos. So I'm just gonna put that out there in case you're interested how I made it. This tiny art fair was in a cafe, and it was so nice and so cozy, and I met some really beautiful people. I am so excited. These are some postcards with my art on them. And these are the very first prints that I have with any of my art. I'm so excited. I know it's a very tiny step into selling my paintings, but I thought I still can manage this. I'm looking into getting some fine art prints, but they are pretty expensive if you just want to have like samples, and I really want to have good quality of them, so I'm still looking into that. And while I was doing the research, I stumbled upon opportunity to order some postcards, and I thought, why not? So here they are. Let's check them out. Wow. They are not as vivid colors as I would like. It looks very nice. Also, the back of it is not as sharp as I would like it, but look at it. So cute. So I got 50 because I thought even if they're not really amazing to sell, I can always use them. Hopefully in the future when I'm packaging my art pieces as a little thank you note, you know. I think they're really cute. There's a QR code. Let me just check if that works. Okay, so this might not work. Well, that's not good. Wait. I actually needed to send a key back to my friend that I took by accident, so it was a perfect occasion to try out my new postcards. And then I decided to write one to my grandma, and I know that she's gonna be so happy about it, and she's gonna put it out on her wall, which is just, it makes me feel so happy. So that was it. That was my whole 2.5 weeks in this month. I really hope that they are going to fix the mold issue pretty fast, and then I can continue, because there is so many projects that I'm currently in the middle of, and I feel the creative urge, and I just want to go ahead and do it and not waste this energy that I have in me. Subscribe for some more art content, to see life of an artist, to just, you know, see some little tutorials, little projects. I upload somewhat regularly. I don't have a schedule yet, but I'm working on it. So I hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe. See you next time.